Alright guys, going to keep this intro short and sweet. We're here at Hornets Nest to kind of do a little bit of a benchmark. So we're going to play full round, a front nine, and a back nine, starting from hole 5 to kind of gauge and see where we're going to be at come the tournament and see if we improve. There's a lot of factors to factor into that, being like morning versus night versus playing versus not playing before. We're just going to do our best to go out there and see where we stand right now. And then once the tournament gets here at the end of September, we'll see where we land there. So let's do it. All right, so like I stated, we're just going to try and keep it pretty short while not rushing through. We only have so much daylight, so we're going to kick it off. Hole 5, starting off with the Vandal. I've been feeling pretty good about it on this hole, so we're just going to keep rolling. Now if it misses that last little tree, no, but that's an okay kick. Thinking if I can forehand it all the way up there with the Savior, I think that'll set us up in a good position. But if I don't get it there, we're looking at a super long putt. So we're going to see kind of what we can manage here. Push, push, push. That looks like it was in C1. Let's hope it stuck though. All right, so I left myself with pretty much edge of circle 1 putt and a pretty scary putt looking from it from this side. Definitely a little bit of a hill going down the left, so this could either go in or we're going down the hill. All right, I didn't really give it the power I wanted to. So, all right, we'll start with a bogey, and then we can really only go up from here, right? Right. If you're wondering why I'm in just straight black pants, I forgot my shorts at home. All right, so usually I would try and go stag here and flex it out, but since we are playing the long tee, the Vandal, yet again, it's gonna be the go-to. So we need to rip it right down the middle, let it fade out towards the basket. It's higher than I wanted, but man, it's out there. I think that's gonna be good. It's gonna be short. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Keeping this lower would have got me a little bit farther. Probably would have gotten me a little bit more up here in the clearing, but it still isn't terrible positioning, just a little bit behind these trees. So straddling way out here, see if we can secure the first birdie. Oh, I launched that thing though. In case anyone hasn't noticed yet, straddle putting and jump putting, not my strongest suits. So when you mix them together, not the best. I was coming in hot and high, but we secure nonetheless. All right, so on U-disc right now, this is a par 4, but I believe it would be a par 5. The basket tucked back in, but I think it's still in the short position right now. So we're going to play it as a par 4, and then even if we get a 4, we'll call it a 5 for 5, just based off the tournament, yada yada. I usually battle going between the Jade and the Mall here. The Mall is just a little too flippy because I'd rather end up on the hill on the left versus in the woods on the right, because then you have no look whatsoever. So we're going to try and play this flat and then let it pan back left kind of at the end. Ooh, I'm not supposed to see that. Oh, see, that's perfect. Look, a little fade at the end right there. Oh yeah, that's exactly where we want to be. Probably not the farthest I've thrown on the hole, but definitely the best placement I've had on this hole. So I got this lighter weight stag that I'm gonna try and kind of put on anhyzer, let float around, and hopefully it will stable back up right as it gets up next to the basket. Kind of a low ceiling here on the left, but let's see what we can do. Stabling up a little early. It's still a putt. It's still a putt. All right, so this is for birdie. In circle 1 for birdie. This would be 3, but if we're going to be playing the tournament, I'm sure it'll still be kind of back in the back position. So we'll still call it a par 5. So this will be for 4. Maybe more than likely, we'll see. But for now, this is shot 3 on this par 4. I gotta putt again. I at least gotta try that again. We gotta make these putts right here. These are wide open. Check that out. Yeah, exact same spot too. All right, 4-4. Dang, exact same spot, 2 different discs. All right, this hole is always a toss-up for me. I usually throw a Vandal. I don't think the 9-speed is what I need there, because if it goes too far, I'm cut off. I throw a fuse and it hits a tree, or I get cut short, I'm cut off. So I'm thinking the Explorer is the way to go, and hopefully it's like dropping out, you know, essentially of orbit by the time it gets to that gap up there, because we're still 530 feet from the basket. So. I didn't hear it hit a tree, so that's good. Yeah, so this is what I was worried about with that 7-speed. I'm short, still probably 30, 35 feet of the main gap, and really, there is no real look. I can advance to the next group of trees, but I'm cut off pretty heavily. Yeah, we're just gonna have to ease it through essentially. I think I don't see there's no better route. We are completely cut off, unless I can. If I can get it right through there, I think it's our best option. I might have to tomahawk this straight through the next gap. Okay. It turned over a little quicker just because it's lightweight, but I still made it through. We advanced a little bit. At least gives us an open-ish look to approach. All right, so I did do a little bit of lying. We're not totally out of the woods yet. There's a little gap here, but man, this is rough territory. Yeah, there's no around. It's either through or nothing right now. Oh, and we freaking did it. Oh my goodness. That might be shot of the day. All right, once again, we're here. We've approached edge of circle 1. It's still a big putt, but we've made these before. There. Let me tell you. There's some days I want to beat the brakes off myself. All right, I believe that's 2 over through 4 now. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so 2 over through 4. Not preferred. I've given myself the chances to make putts, and I haven't converted. So that's on me. Anyway, so back to the Vandal, hole 9, 312 feet downhill, so more like 300. We can get it there. The goal is definitely to put it within circle 1. Unobstructed. That's the goal. I mean, if I can stop throwing it up in the air, man, these would be great. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. 2 juicy kicks. All right, so the kicks saved us here. I should not be looking. I really shouldn't be looking at this good of a putt. I should be way out in the woods somewhere. So let's make this one happen, yeah? North Carolina flip. Yeehaw. That's the one. Just gotta dial those 30-footers in. And then from there, it's pretty much on lock, I think. Everything right outside's like 24, 20-ish, 23. All right, time to whip out probably my favorite disc, the Mojoh. Let's hit that. I'm aiming for the gap straight ahead of me. And I'm trying to throw this a little bit high as they're going uphill, so it will flip and hold and go through. I don't need it to fade out right, or turn right. I don't need it to really fade out early. I just want it to settle. All right, so not in preferred position whatsoever. I don't feel comfortable about the backhand line. There's a tree right where I want to throw to, as a matter of fact. But this forehand line, it's more open, but I've got to commit to it. If I half booty it, don't give it a real rip, or even try on it, yeah, it's not gonna happen. But so we're gonna run probably this getaway, and I'm just gonna beam it on an angle up that right side on an anhyzer and pray it comes back. Coming right at that, not this tree, but the far tree. I'm trying to get around. All right, let's see how it goes. Oh, I should have given it more height, but ooh, that was great. That was a great forehand. All right, this is a big stepper here. I mean, definitely a chance. It's definitely in the realm of possibility. Just gotta commit to it. Oh, I didn't even give it a chance. Oh. The plane goes over. We are now 3 over with that misstep putt. But coming back to a scoreable hole, still pretty far, 314, little uphill, off to the left. We're going back with the Vandal. I just really need to push it up there. Oh, that's it. A slow fade. Okay, a little skip to the basket. Okay. All right. Well, it faded, but not quick enough. Not really quick enough to get over towards the basket. I mean, we're still outside circle 1 here. But man, that was a great drop from down there. I mean, it stayed on pretty much dead straight. I sailed it over again. Like, I'm not expecting to make every single, edge of C1 circle 2 putt. But on these where they're pretty open, just gotta take advantage of these. These are the game winners right here. All right, hole 12, it'll be a par 5 in the tournament, and we have just over 800 feet to get there. I'm gonna go with my grace and aim at the yellow little triangle on a little flat anhyzer, because I'd rather it just come back left at the end and be maybe 20 feet shorter where I can get to versus sitting in the woods over there. Uh-oh, that's not good. I need to sit down. All right, we're gonna be a couple feet out of the woods, but I gotta get that more over. So usually I would go out for the backhand turn over here, but I'm thinking we're gonna need to still end up a little more right. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the forehand dead straight with this getaway, and hopefully it'll kind of fade down into the pocket down there, and from there, as long as we're not too tucked up in the woods, we should have a shot. But I don't want to go too far and end up on the other side of the woods and have nothing at all. There's a little pine cones. Out of here, boys. That was a little high, a little fluttery, but it's coming down. That should be okay. Should give us at least an openish look. So I would like to be much closer than this. Yeah, definitely either much closer to the entrance or just back up that hill a little bit. But I'm gonna throw this justice on a, weird enough for me to say, a forehand, and just let it dump into that area, because I don't need to get all the way in there, but I definitely need to get to the gap. Boom, 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 boom. Money time, baby. All right, dude, check this out. I'm about to Michael Holt step putt this into oblivion. This is a long ways, I'm not gonna lie. It's a long little step putt. Little. Dude, like a foot short, maybe, like 2 feet. I was on target. Coming away with a essentially tap in par, though. It was really good on this hole. Because there are gonna be times where you struggle to do even that. Or even, try and, sometimes you're still way back here, outside circle 1, putting for par. So doing the tap in par, it feels good. Especially after that start, coming away with a par on probably one of the toughest holes in this course. Pretty good. Hole 13, normally it's 360. I believe it's a little closer, so we're playing it shorter, probably by 50 feet, a little more. It's more towards 300, but I'm gonna go with the Stag on this one. I usually go with the Vandal, but I don't want it to flip too much and just carry. So I'm thinking a flat release with this Stag, kind of at that tree, let it go around, or even in front of it, and then come up short of the basket, and C1 would be the way to go. Around that tree, around the tree. Yep. Yep, not too much of a skip. Oh yeah, guys, check this out. Well, can't really see it. Let's see. Laying down, bing, bam, boom. In circle one. Still some work left to do, but great shot. When I came around that tree, it started up there actually. It was actually pretty high on the hill and then kind of skidded down this way. But we can make that happen come tournament. And the pin's in this position, like I said, it's about 60 feet, 50 feet shorter from the back position. But either way, even from here, that's a runnable putt. Oh, man, it's one of those makes. That's one of those gets right there. In circle one, unobstructed. Yeah, we can't be missing those. All right, guys, that is the front nine, 5 through 13. So I appreciate you guys watching. We are currently 3 over through 9, which isn't too bad. But we're also coming up on some of the more technical and tougher holes, at least on this back 9 area of the normal part of the course. So usually right in between 8 through 18 can be pretty tough. So we're going to try and capitalize on these upcoming chances. If anything, stay at par. You know, I'm aiming for probably about 6 over. I feel like that's pretty respectable from some of these tees. So we're going to achieve that. We're going to be in a great place. So once again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the back 9.